What's up, YouTube family? Today we are making some pan-seared curry turkey cutlets. We're going to start off with some sazon, put it all over the meat. Next, we're going to add some ground black pepper. Do the same thing you did with the sazon, put it everywhere. Now we're going to add some adobo, which is all-purpose seasoning. Same thing, put it all over the meat. Now we have oregano. Add the oregano and do the same thing, put it all over the meat. And of course, we're going to add the curry powder. I added a little bit more curry powder than I did any other seasoning, but that's all right. After I add the curry powder, I'm going to give it a good mix it all around. I know I didn't get the other side of the meat, but as it's in the pan when I'm cooking it, it's going to turn out fine. And I add a little bit more of each seasoning that I just added when I have it in the pan. So now get you a little cast iron, add some olive oil. You can add butter, but I'm using some margarine by Country Crock. Add a little bit of that in there. Let that start to simmer all together. Now I have an orange sweet pepper and I have a red sweet pepper. And I'm going to cut that up and I'm going to put it right on in with the olive oil and butter. Mix it all around. Add up some diced onions. Mix that all around. Now I have some minced garlic and I'm going to just add 1 spoonful of that and then give that a good mix and let all of that simmer together, and we're going to move on to adding the meat. After you have enough of the meat in the pan, I covered it loosely with some foil. Took it off in about a couple minutes. I added some more curry powder, as you can see, and I give it a flip. These don't take long on each side, but I do keep flipping them on each side because they're thin. I don't want them to dry out, and I don't want them to start sticking to the pan because my heat is up pretty high. Not too high, but a little higher than medium heat. And I cover it back up loosely. Take it off. Look at it all simmering together. It's looking good. Done on each side, I'm going to start taking them out and setting them to the side because I have more that I need to add to this pan. Now that I got them out, we're going to start on the next batch to set them in there. Don't have to look pretty and perfect because they're going to cook either way. Cover that back up with the foil. Take it off in about 2 minutes. Then we're going to go ahead and flip them around and let it cook again. After I flip them around, I just want to see how they're looking on each side. Make sure they look evenly done. Now I'm going to take this batch out because I have a little bit more to add to this. But before we do that, I'm going to add a little bit more olive oil to the pan because as you can see, it's starting to disappear on me. So I added some more of the meat. After I added this meat, I added a little bit more margarine. I didn't want to keep putting olive oil in it because we need some margarine. That matters to me anyway. Might not matter to you, but it matters to me. Now that we got this batch in, I'm going to cover it up with the foil. Take the foil off in another couple minutes. Look at it looking so good. It's so juicy just sitting there like that. We're going to give it a good flip. After we flip them, we're going to cover them up that one good time. Take it off and it's all done. Look at it. Looking so good. I'm telling you, it's going to be juicy. It might not look like it's going to be juicy, but it's going to be juicy. Now I got some yellow rice. I'm going to cook this in my Instant Pot with some vegetable cooking stock. After I add the cooking stock, I'm adding some adobo, again some all-purpose seasoning, and some black pepper. And I'm going to add some parsley flakes. I'm going to let that cook, and after it's done cooking, I'm adding the meat and some of the juice from the pan from this meat on top of everything. And we're going to let that sit in the pot for about 10 minutes and let all that juiciness get to the rice and everything. And we are done. I got some spinach, some rice, some corn on the cob, and some turkey cutlets. Curry turkey cutlets.